Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
hold this shit. This is fucking mad annoying. All right.
Letty.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Let.
Fuck it. We live.
We live.
We're good.
Oh, is this the video started?
All right.
Bad, so
Give
we'll
us
do
a
your
clap.
clap. Mm-hmm.
And we're live. Mommas Boys. Episode what?
Episode 9.
The Rajon Rondo episode.
Here's Rondo.
Rajon Rondo
Starring
episode.
Keagan.
We have a special
second
guest here
guest.
for you today.
A very special guest. Highly anticipated.
Highly anticipated.
We've been super hype.
Goes
Me
by
and
the
Casey have been
singular
super
name
hype.
Keagan. Thank you very much.
Keagan official.
Just Keagan. How we doing?
Good. Thank
Good.
you guys for having me.
Oh,
No,
absolutely. I was very honored
we
to have you
love-
on.
We love
I feel
having
like that's
you here.
always like you gotta get that right. We're like the good. Thanks.
Good.
For having
We're
me.
doing,
Yeah,
we're
great.
doing fantastic. Like the man bun.
It's good to be here.
We're doing really, really good.
Thanks.
But
But,
honored
yeah.
to have you as our second guest
Thank you.
after
Honored
my
to
son
have you.
Lyle.
I've
After
always
my
wanted to
son
be on
Lyle,
Mommas Boys.
this is the comic book, everybody. Y'all got to tune in.
Shout out to
Also-
Watchman. Also, just shout out to the best energy drink in the world.
Facts.
Annie
Shout,
Energy.
yo, you already
We
know.
always-
You already know who we're rocking.
Shout out
with.
Annie for.
You know,
You already know who we're rocking
do you
with.
actually do you have any?
I
that
wish
could-
those are those
I've
ones
never
we
had. I've
drank
never
already.
actually tried one. You've been sponsoring it for so long. I've never tried it.
Yeah.
So when you come over to my apartment, you'll have to try one.
I have
Facts.
to.
Right now they
I've-
have black cherry.
I'm
and
a fucking slut for energy.
Look at him.
we
He
can
just-
swear on here, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
He's
Oh,
a slut for
absolutely.
Annie Energy.
Keegan's
That's
a
just what we'll
big
put right there.
Annie
Even though you've never
Energy
had it, you're
slut.
still a slut for
No,
it.
I actually never had it before. No.
Bro,
It's okay. You're still a slut for it.
I've
So I'm a
been
slut for you.
I've been dabbling in some of the flavors.
75 milligrams
recently.
caffeine
Facts.
versus the 200 to 300 from the big guys.
Facts.
Yes, sir. Good ass promo.
That's nutrition.
Literally perfect.
There's no
ass
reason
promo.
for the what is that Bang? What
Nutrition.
Bang Energy has
Bang.
like fucking what 300
Like
milligrams.
5
I don't
pounds.
even
Doesn't they say
know.
like the safe amount, the safest amount of like caffeine you can take, and like for like an adult male is what like 400 milligrams.
400
I was gonna
milligrams?
say it's
like
gotta
a
be
day.
some- I was gonna say Bang's
That's a
pushing
lot.
it.
That's OD.
Yo, I
Well,
know
that's
some
not-
cats that tell me like, oh, I'm on like a gram of caffeine a day. You know, they measure their calories and all that shit. I'm on a
That's
gram
so-
of caffeine
bro.
a day. I'm like a gram.
I was gonna
That's
say, I
like
probably
10
have-
Red Bulls. Plus,
Bro, what?
I probably
that's
have
like
fucking
12 Red Bulls.
I probably have like 2 coffees a day.
Yeah,
and,
I,
like,
I
one
was
of
just about
those.
to say,
I'm not
how
gonna
much
front
caffeine
on-
caffeine is
of
in the Starbucks
caffeine.
and Dunkin' drinks that you be getting?
I'm a caffeine head. I know.
Bro, that's all right though.
It's okay.
Bro.
I'm at least admitting it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm not a
We're
caffeine
we're
head.
we're shouting out our caffeine heads, bro. We hope
Literally.
we hope the caffeine heads are watching
I'm
this
sitting here trying
podcast.
to
You want to
do
know why?
math in my
Because we're
head, too.
caffeine heads.
And because like they'll be up late night watching this episode.
Facts. Yeah,
Absolutely.
late night episode, bro. Late night episode right now.
Because Keegan's that late night music too.
Facts. Tell us about your recording hours. Tell us about
Yeah, like,
tell us
what's
about,
your- what's
tell us
your
about your
go-to
life in the
hours?
studio.
Oh my god, right now.
Facts.
Yeah, like what would right now be like? I know it's always like 24/7, but if you had like a time where in your head you could think, okay, I'm usually at the studio always at this time.
I would say between the hours of like 7 or 8 p.m. probably to like 7 or 8 a.m.
That's what's
Big
up.
vamp hours.
Usually like
Big vamp
12-hour
hours.
sessions.
That's how you know he wants it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what
bro,
separates you
that-
from people.
Well,
that-
yeah. Well,
Honestly.
the
Do
thing
it as
is,
a
it's
hobby.
like you gotta separate it like from you gotta separate the fact that like we're just not meant to do that as humans. Like
Mhm.
we have circadian rhythms, and like the sun goes down, you're fucking supposed to sleep.
Yeah,
you know?
literally.
So
Literally.
like, I mean, it does.
Literally.
It barely does fuck with your head after a while. So I'm really not even trying to glorify the whole like, oh, I'm at the studio until blah 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 in the AM.
Yeah.
I fucking honestly would much rather wake up at blah 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 AM
Then
and
go to the
fucking
studio.
be there all day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because even if I end up having to do something that
Mhm.
day, it's like, okay, well, I at least got 4 hours in.
Facts.
Because I was up at fucking 6 a.m. and then I had to
Facts.
go.
It's
yeah.
so funny that you say that because I literally think the same thing about myself sometimes. Because there's like
You
certain.
be up all night.
Well, facts. Like I really rarely sleep too, but there's certain celebrities, musicians, either content people, whatever it may be, but just where they'll talk about how they never sleep, but they'll talk about it as like a brag and kind of like a
Yeah.
slight to others.
People
where they're
really
like,
think
oh, I
not
don't
like-
sleep.
yeah.
Well, no,
well,
that's what I
sleep.
like
I'm
that
getting
Keegan
shit
pointed
done.
out that like, and to each his own. Like if you can't like if you never sleep and like you're not out here like making that a spectacle, then good for you. Like I mean, like to each his own. But how Keagan was saying it, it's just like he doesn't. Those are his vamp hours. Those are his work hours. But like,
yeah, I mean,
not by
also
choice.
you gotta also, you gotta realize that if you really want what you're going for, like if you really want to, like if I'm trying to manifest me,
Facts.
doing
You
this
wanna
music
succeed.
shit. If I really want to be like a really, really top-notch engineer,
Mhm.
if I want to be able to like mix for all these, bigger artists, if I want to be a bigger artist, you know what I'm saying? I really got
Facts.
to put the hours in that, like when other people are sleeping,
Mhm.
I'm in my 20s right now. I'm
Facts.
21 years old. Like, so I'm
Facts.
just going to fully like, I'm not glorifying any like, loss of, I'm not glorifying these habits, but cause like in a perfect world, I want to wake up at 6 a.m.,
Mhm.
go to the studio, be there fucking till like 11, get my 5-6 hours of sleep, you know, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But like at the end
Shit,
of the
who
day, like
knows?
a lot of times I'm in here for 30 hours straight, or I'll sleep at
Damn.
my desk for like, you know, or like, you know, Evan.
Yeah.
you know,
Like a fucking
he'll be out
power
on the
nap
couch,
on the
fucking
food
knock
How
time.
out,
does one look
wake
that
up,
beautiful
wake up again,
with no sleep?
wake up again, huh?
How does one look that beautiful with no sleep?
I exfoliate.
That's
You
fucking
wash
sick. I need to start
exfoliation
doing that then.
and
You heard it
moisturize.
here.
This man
first.
is beautiful. That's sitting right
Everyone
Wash your
needs to start
face with cold
exfoliating.
water, exfoliate, and moisturize. That's all.
That's all.
next. And
we need.
man bun. I need to grow
What's
my hair
that?
out.
What's the? That's what. What's his name? Pharrell. That's
Oh,
what he-
Pharrell.
Facts.
Oh
He
my
said
God.
that- he said that in the shop.
Pharrell looks amazing.
50, he's like 50 almost.
He looks amazing.
Travis Scott asked him that, and you know what's funny? Of what
Yeah, I
he-
remember they had that
the shop,
with
the
all, like,
LeBron
super
thing,
fucking
and he's
famous
just like,
people.
yeah, I wake up and
He's like, how the fuck do you look like that?
and he's like,
Bro,
I
he
wake
looks
up with
younger
cold
than
water.
half the cats in that room, and he's probably what is he? He's one of the oldest people.
Yeah,
in
it's
that
probably
room.
like
Yeah.
double, the oldest in that room
the
at that
oldest
time.
room.
He looks younger
Respect.
than fucking Trav.
Oh, it's
Respect. That's what I'm trying to be.
That's what
dude.
drug
I'm not
is.
trying to like. I moisturize, fucking wash my face. You,
You gotta
know?
get a
I
sig-
do what I gotta do.
you gotta get a signature hat.
But I heard it's
Ooh.
it's sleep, and then
Bro,
I
it's the
guess
man bun.
it's sleep and apple cider vinegar. That's what they say.
Apple cider
Damn.
vinegar.
Sleep
And-
and apple cider
Okay.
vinegar.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. I'll take
It's
that.
Well, like-
quality sleep and apple cider vinegar. You'll live to your fucking.
150.
Take note. Take note right now. If you want to look beautiful like Keagan over here, you sleep.
And if
and
you
apple
want to
cider vinegar.
double the average lifespan of a human, male or female,
Very true.
apple cider vinegar and sleep.
Those
what
are
you
the two
need.
you need. Now,
Facts.
Keagan, I got a question because I always wonder this with like my friends that make music. When you started to make music, like what? Because I don't think I've ever actually asked you this before. Anyways, what made you go in the lane of where you are, kind of like alternative / written / like instrumental and whatnot? Because you know everyone like when they start music, it's like you're musically talented, so it's like you can kind of go any direction. What made you choose that instead of like pop or like just straight sad acoustic shit?
I mean, like I've always when I started the whole like releasing music, that whole journey, like that, it was back in like 2015, 2016 when I first got FL Studio and I first learning how to like
FL Studio.
produce, and I was making little like corny ass beats. But
So you started making beats.
I started
first.
producing. Well, I mean, like I grew up in a musical household. My
Word.
dad was in bands.
His dad
Actually,
That's
in,
awesome.
in the
OD. I
Binghamton
watched
area.
him.
So I grew up in this small town. So the Binghamton, Binghamton.
tell
Not
us
many
about
people
home
know.
life.
Like Binghamton is like this. It's a smaller city in upstate New York. About 3 hours away from Manhattan.
Facts.
And it's it's a musical kind of city. It's got some roots.
That it does.
Blues on the Bridge.
And my dad was always in. I grew up like an hour away from here too. It's like
Spencer,
over near
right?
it's over near like Cornell University. Like Ithaca.
up near Ithaca.
Yeah, it's this small little town. We grew up. There's really nothing to do there. When my dad had guitars laying around all the time, so I just picked them shits up.
That's dope.
Started writing songs at a really early age, and then when I was about 15, 16, started really learning how to like produce music. And that
Wow.
really, and like ever since I've been trying to like become a better engineer.
Yeah, just getting more comfortable.
So I guess like starting off that was around like the SoundCloud rapper kind of era.
2015,
Everyone was kind of
16.
trying to be like that was around the time where everyone started picking up the microphone and releasing music.
Very true.
But like no one was really trying to get into like the producing aspect. Everyone was trying to like find a producer or a studio to record at, and I'm just like,
Fuck it, I want to do this.
why
shit
the fuck
myself.
wouldn't I like learn how to get good at it myself?
From
Like
step one type shit.
and that way I don't have to pay X amount of money or
Facts.
whatever.
Bro, I feel like Casey, you talk about all the time. Like the first time you looked at FL Studio, like just some of those, like just
Looked like a fucking foreign
yeah,
language.
like literally looked like a
It was
like
insane.
a foreign
like
language.
I didn't like that's what I told Isaiah too, and that's like probably why what like the music journey so far is like in my opinion going so well for you with at least like the amount of years you put in is because like, and not to slight anybody who hasn't gone this, because again like everyone goes their own path, but the fact that you like decided, okay, like I'm gonna learn like by the steps, I'm gonna learn the beat to the song, I'm gonna learn how to make that. I already write songs, so I already have that, and then I'm gonna make like
it gives me
melodies
that
and-
artistic and creative freedom to kind of do whatever I want. So if I want to make like I consider myself a pop artist, I make pop music, but like
Yeah, you got some bars too, bro.
that
I
he
can
does.
do I
You
can
got
I can
bars.
do whatever I want to do. If I want to make like a bubblegum pop song, or if I want to make like a fucking like trippy indie song, or like a
Facts.
or even like if I want to produce like a trap beat or something like that, like something just fuck
calm
around.
drill beat.
Lately I've been really into like mixing like trap drums with like kind of like soul funk
That's cool.
beats.
That's
and,
really cool.
or like instruments and just kind of like some shit
That's what
like
you
that.
call
Just
a
mixing
musical fucking
different,
genius right
Musical
there.
mixing
fucking genius.
different,
Literally.
musical cultures and backgrounds and just trying to create a cool sound, I guess.
Honestly, like I heard. Well, do you guys know what Tiny Desk Concert is?
Yeah.
Bro,
Like the Mac Millers and all those.
Sick.
Like,
Oh yeah, I
T-Pain
was
and whatnot.
about to talk about the Mac Miller one. Mac Miller was just like music is a beautiful thing. And it's just like it just is, music is just a beautiful
His
thing.
voice sounds so nice.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Music is a beautiful thing. All right. Music is a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, baby. It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something about music.
Yeah, I
It's
know
just
Mac,
so crazy to me, like
Mac Miller,
not to get so
such
like
a pure soul.
deep or
RIP.
conspiracy with it, RP, or anything like that. But isn't it actually so fucking crazy how like in touch music like directly is with like emotion or like mood?
Really?
Like how ridiculously like
It really
similar,
is.
you know what I mean? Like, and it can be like, because for me at least, like, I mean, I know everyone's different with it, but I'm sure you're relatively the same way and same to you. But like my mood can switch or like get put on or off like in a good or bad way literally by the first like 5 seconds of like a beat like
Literally.
of a song that I know. Like I could be
Facts.
kind of like just
Some pump-up
groggy or
music.
whatever, and then I hear the first 5 seconds of like, John
Some
Doe's
Lil
song,
Baby.
Yeah, that's music theory
Yeah.
too. Like people know, like people spend time
Mhm.
figuring that out. They
Facts.
know that you feel that way. And then like also like it's like when it comes to like listening to a song, it's like keeping you interested in listening to a song. It's like there's certain like there is a formula to all this shit.
Mhm.
Very true.
Evan
You
talks
know,
about
it's
very
like
Evan talks about music theory a lot.
there's theory to it. Like in
Mhm.
theory, I never took music theory or really like I never went to school for college or a school for music because
Mhm.
I would always like I never wanted to think of because
I fucking hate
sometimes
college,
this shit
so it's
feels like
okay.
a job in itself, like
Lit-
as it is. And
literally.
I never went to school for it, but I feel like if I had went to
Mhm.
went to school for music, I would have been miserable because it's like then it's like it
School's
takes what I'm
another
doing. I'm not gonna
burden.
want to do that in my free time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that in my free time?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I love it, but it's like
That's work at that point.
that's
like,
it's work at that
boring
point, and then I have to do shit that I don't want to do, and then it's like where your
It could turn into
headspace.
something bad.
You're creatively you're just conflicted all the time. Where I just like some people can do that, and, like,
Yeah.
and it's like kudos to you. That's awesome. That's dope. Like people like who really.
I'm literally the
I took
same
an
way.
I did acapella. I joined an acapella group.
That's
when I was
dope.
in. Yeah. I was
That's
I
actually really
I
cool.
went to
That's really cool.
I went to Broome Community College for like a year and a half and dropped out. But my last like 6 months there, I was
Was
in
it
this
acapella?
acapella group we were called the Buzz Tones.
The Buzz
That's so
Tones?
fucking
Yeah.
sick
That's
though.
Dude,
But
it was fun though. Like I mean, these cats like really knew what was up in terms of like music theory. Like we had this kid, and his name's Christian. He composed all of the songs that we did. Like he would take we would take like popular songs and make them acapella songs
Yeah.
that we did like begging and shit like that. We just all this shit and he would compose them, and like we had all these other kids that like played the piano, and like I mean these cats really knew what was up in terms of like the theory side of things, and it really kind of like switched my
pitches and
mindset at the
everything.
time because I was just like rushing to the studio, like going back and
Yeah.
I remember
just
you were
fucking
almost like a
trying to
song a
release
week, right?
song a week. Yeah, I was going crazy with this
Yeah, I
shit.
remember that.
But it was
Those were good songs,
Thank
too.
you. No, thank you. Like I
Yeah.
mean, like and I wasn't like throwing this shit together like a shit pile, but at a certain point it kind of felt like quantity over quality. So
Yeah.
kinda,
Really?
yeah. For
I
sure.
do completely
Like,
get that
usually-
though, because it's kind of like one of those things where you want to have so much quantity and consistently, let's say like a song a week makes songs so that like your mind's constantly creative and constantly working because you're
Facts.
always thinking
And,
about
like,
either
you
the
want-
next
you
song
want
or the
people
one
to-
you're on.
You want people to listen to your songs too.
Well,
Like, you
exactly,
want-
and that's
you want
why-
more and more stuff to get out there.
And that's why it's cool that like you and Evan both like A linked up, but then B kind of switched it from like, okay, instead of like a song a week and like keeping our minds creative, let's keep our minds creative and like the
let's make like
networking
a
and like
dope
other
song
shit.
and then kind of try to push that and like be showcase it.
Now, when you mention acapella, that kind of goes into another question I had for my friends who can sing at least, which aren't really that many, no offense, but some of them rap, so I'm not really coming at them because it's different. But at what age did you kind of realize like, oh shit, I got a voice?
No, I can't sing. I just use autotune. That's all.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, bro.
I've sat
Come
there,
on,
I sat
bro.
there and listened to you record half of the song "Joke," which is my favorite song in the world, by the
I
way.
don't know, like
by Keagan. "Joke." Go fucking listen
Go
to that.
fucking
Go
stream
stream
it.
that
you know
shit.
what?
Spotify, baby.
Someone commented on SoundCloud the other day. I saw it and they were like, Yo, this song was dope until you started fucking moaning into the microphone.
Yo, I'm dead.
Now that hurts me
That
because
best part there.
That's your favorite part?
that's my absolutely favorite
Absolutely.
part. Him fucking harmonizing in the mic.
Yeah.
That's so
And
funny.
that
Yeah.
plays to my that plays to
Violated.
him having a voice though. That's my point.
Facts.
Like not many people can harmonize. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
and I did go for that kind of like auto-tuney kind of sound. But no, I can't sing. I'm
Sing.
beating up on
Thank you
myself.
very
I'm
much.
harping.
But oh wait, go on.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably when I was like, I started writing songs at an early age, but I never really like liked my voice. I mean, my sister, you know, she could always sing like
Facts.
really well, and like she was always like the singer, you know. But I
Mhm.
was like, I would like write songs and shit. But when I was like 13, 14, I started like singing, you know, more seriously. And then like 15, 16, 17, you know, like, and now I'm like when I'm 21.
You
like,
just kept.
Yeah.
You just kept.
I
building,
take,
you just kept
yeah,
building.
I'm like, I'm in a band. I sing, you know.
Well, I was gonna
it's-
say that's the funny thing is because when I first ever met / discovered who Keagan was, it was at Porch Fest in Binghamton, which is a great little thing that goes on here.
when
But
you have
Absolutely.
Danger Dogs,
he was,
yeah.
and that's what like drove me to like his music and just like being like, okay, like this is fucking sick, just because what I watched him perform, and then the second time I watched him perform again live, it was kind of like hard rock / like the basement stuff and
Yeah,
whatnot, and
yeah.
it wasn't like the music you were performing in the band and Porch Fest and such was like different from the music that you put out on like Apple and Spotify and everything, and I just thought that was cool because it's just like that shows fucking range.
That is dope.
Yeah, like
range.
I've never like I feel like with the Keagan stuff, I've always kind of been like, in a sense, like I've always had help and contributors and collaborators, you know, on the like, but in a sense, I've kind of been like on my own, you know, and throughout this whole journey, because it's like putting together a live set.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done that yet, really, to showcase like live, you know, Keagan.
Fuck
music.
Corona, we
Because
will.
it's like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't really. I'm still learning. You know, I'm still getting there. I'm
Fact,
still
bro,
releasing.
your
I'm
career-
still getting.
You're only
getting
20
my
fucking
shit
one years
heard.
old.
You're 21 years old.
Like, I'm
bro.
only 22 and Vito's 20. I'm not that old.
We're
Thank you
all-
very
we're
much.
all-
There's people
we're all
that be
youngins,
nah.
bro.
There'd be people that be commenting on my TikToks being like, "Yo, like you look 30." I'm like,
Yo,
"Fuck out
my
of here,
God,
man."
yo,
Fuck.
that's not good.
I was thinking
Casey.
about shaving for the podcast. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Bro,
Don't do it because I shaved my beard and it looks fucking whack.
I
I
literally
hate
have
it.
baby
You think
that I
you think
shave.
your
Well, I don't think it
beard
looks whack, but I just like it when it's more full. But
Well,
that's my.
okay.
You know how like everyone has their thing that like
that they like?
no about like if you're stressed or whatnot, you do it. Sometimes it's like meth for some people,
Yeah.
but like sometimes mine's picking my beard
Oh,
like
okay.
badly, like always constantly picking, and that like picks shit out, and I'm constantly like rubbing it and whatnot. So it's
Yeah.
like when I feel certain hair longer than the others, I always like shave it, and then I'll shave one part too like low, so I'll have to even it out, and then it just turns into what I have on my face right now,
What-
like a basically a little longer 5 o'clock shadow
It's-
type shit. But I'm
you
not
got
drunk.
You got
So
the
it's okay.
7 o'clock shadow.
I got the midnight shadow.
You got the midnight shadow going on.
We'll call
The
it that.
flow is out.
Oh
the
my
flow
god, I
is
fucking
out.
love it.
Bro,
Wait,
I'm growing out the flow.
I have an important question too. So, because I've been seeing like a ton of commercials about it, and I haven't tried all of them myself, and I'm going to. But out of every moderate speed chain that there is, what has your favorite chicken sandwich, Keagan?
Oh.
There are a lot of chicken sandwiches out right now.
Oh,
There's a lot of them.
Shit, there's a
Basically,
lot of
almost
chicken
every fucking
sandwiches.
place has a chicken sandwich
Bro,
right now.
McDonald's dropped
Burger
a chicken
King,
sandwich,
McDonald's,
obviously
Wendy's, Popeyes, KFC, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could.
And they're all
The Mama's
fucking
Boys-
signature.
Bro, fuck Chick-fil-A though.
Yeah, deadass. Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Deadass. I could go without
I'm
Chick-fil-A. I don't
sorry.
give a shit.
We don't fuck with.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't fuck.
We
with
fuck
Chick-
with
we don't
Popeyes,
fuck
though.
with Chick-fil-A. Yeah, we do fuck with Popeyes.
I don't know. I feel like I don't fuck with fast food in general.
Word.
I haven't had fast
because,
food.
like,
Well,
but,
okay,
like,
well,
you know, when I'm here, like doing this, you know, studio shit, it's like there's a bunch of fast food restaurants. You know,
Literally.
in the radius of the studio. I'm not really trying to
All
go
right
home
there.
and like, cook or anything like
There's
that.
mad
yeah.
fast.
I will
food
say I
places.
really
but-
rarely ever eat fast food except
I'd be
Taco
busting
Bell.
down McDonald's fries.
But
I bust down Taco
I mean,
Bell.
but like the Popeyes chicken sandwich was always
Valid.
It's
busting,
iconic.
yeah, fire.
It's like
Super
it's
good.
the Popeye chicken
It
sandwich
was
is
iconic. The
because,
craze
like,
that had when
yeah,
it
it
dropped.
was
The
it was
straight
a-
up like that, the spicy mayo that
Oh
they
my
used.
god,
The two
people were going
pickles and
crazy.
fucking
People were
piece of
fighting.
fried
People
chicken,
people
dude.
were
No, they were fighting. No, they were actually fighting.
Didn't people die over chicken sandwiches?
I don't know about
No,
death,
some-
but they were fighting. There was injuries.
There was
it was
definitely
like
injuries.
some Black Friday shit, like
Yeah.
Dude,
like you know
Yeah.
how like people like would fight in the front in the
Facts.
malls
Well, and
shit.
Popeyes.
yeah,
Popeyes.
literally,
Just, like,
literally, it was
Popeyes.
like some Black Friday shit, like
but I
shopping
tried
shit.
the Chicken, whatever it is, the Burger King one.
Was it good?
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
busting.
good. It looks really
Yo,
fucking good. It
Burger
looks
King
very,
is
very
good.
good.
But
Burger
I'm
King
not-
has some good
I don't
chicken
consider
products.
myself a chicken sandwich like connoisseur. Maybe
Connoisseur,
if,
you're
like,
not a connoisseur of chicken
I
sandwiches.
feel like I could.
Wait,
I
she
could
just
rate
walked
a
in the back,
pizza.
but we also, really quick, because Jay wanted me to mention her because she was here, and if she wants to walk
Absolutely.
in, she
Jay
can.
Lee.
But the latter, because you are younger than your brother, correct? Okay, I was just making sure. The latter of the family that can also sing, and it is his sister,
Miss Asia.
Greetings, all.
How are you?
I'm good. I just came in to plug my phone in.
I was going to say, I put her on the spot, but she just walked in, so we had to. But really quick question, because I asked Keagan the same thing. Are you a vegan or vegetarian?
No.
Okay, cool. So what is your favorite, because every fucking place has it right now, chicken sandwich that's out?
The number 7 at McDonald's.
Ooh.
It got canceled.
Mhm.
It was the buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich.
That was one of the best.
But now it's just the regular crispy chicken sandwich. I tried it, and it does not live up to the buttermilk crispy chicken, and I'm really upset about it as of late, and I wanted to start a petition and all that.
I will sign that petition.
Yo, let's start a petition.
Change the number 7. It was what
It was so good. The
Hashtag
buttermilk.
change number 7.
I had to dabble in
Wait,
both.
that had like the lettuce, tomato, and all that shit.
So good.
The
It was like,
buttermilk. Bring back the buttermilk chicken.
I feel like you
Exactly. It was
can't- I
basically
feel
like a thick
those are
McChicken.
two
Like,
different
the
types of
McChickens
chicken
you can never go
sandwiches,
wrong
though.
with.
You
They all,
can't.
bro, they could have both.
You can't. I don't feel like you
The
can
bun was
really
like
judge
buttermilk shit, literally
properly
buttermilk
judge a
shit,
chicken
which is-
sandwiches that way because
my gosh,
when they
that was
put
an amazing take. Shout out to
tomatoes
that.
and like
'Cause
lettuce
he said
and
the Burger
shit, like
King one was really good.
See,
I
you're
will
not
try
supposed
it.
to have that shit
I've
in
been
there.
put
in,
off
like,
to
your
Burger
classic
King since I was, like,
chicken sandwich,
7.
right?
I
Your
don't
fried
fuck
chicken
with
sandwich.
I don't
Just two
fuck with like
pickles.
lettuce
We'll
and
see.
tomatoes.
And I also just had to make sure to ask
I
if you
feel
were
like that's
vegan or
just, like, two
vegetarian because
pickles.
Oh,
I've
dude.
actually been yelled at before
This is
asking
so
a vegan or
chaotic.
vegetarian what like their favorite chicken or burger was. They're like, I don't eat that shit. I'm like, okay, damn, sorry, shit, I didn't know. I didn't know that was something you have to ask
Shit.
people now, like in public before. Like that's what I have to ask people to feel comfortable when I talk about food. Like, are you a vegan or vegetarian? Because I've been violated by vegans and vegetarians before.
Bro.
And like,
You got PETA'd.
I got fucking PETA'd. Like the nicest woman in the
I'm
world that I've
dead.
ever met in my life, Austin Cooter's mother, Mrs. Cooter. I love you to death.
She's
She's a
an
vegetarian.
amazing
She's
woman.
an amazing person, and
We
I have
shouldn't
nothing
joke about
against
these
vegans
things.
or vegetarians, but they hate me, and it's just like I don't even eat meat like that. Like
I
what
was
the
a
fuck?
vegetarian at one point. I did.
How was that? How was that?
Yeah,
for
how was
you?
it for you?
I didn't really do.
I'd go vegetarian.
I
I
don't
just
know
want to
why.
go vegan.
I just feel
I
like
did it because I've always had like stomach issues and shit. You know, I've
Yeah.
always had like some fucking.
you
health-
lactose?
did it for you
I
did it
don't
for
know
health
what the fuck I
purposes.
am. Fucking
I'm
weird.
I'm
like-
everything. Fuck, everyone has a
Fuck it.
little bit of problems.
And looks like,
Everyone's-
I
everyone-
just
yeah,
drink a lot of
facts.
water.
We all got
Like
some-
imagine
we all got some
being
problems.
Scott Rosen who's allergic to peanuts. Like grow the fuck
Yeah,
up.
literally, Scott. You
Grow
need
up.
to grow up.
Peanut allergy must.
That's
suck,
so
dude. I'm not gonna
childish.
lie,
That
peanut
is
butter
childish.
fucking slaps.
Peanut butter slaps.
Peanut butter slaps so
Peanut
much.
butter slaps.
I love peanut butter.
You know what
more than
slaps?
anything.
Reese's peanut butter
Reese-
cups, Reese's Pieces.
No,
Best,
right.
best candy.
Hold
of all
that thought
time.
because Reese's did something that was so genius that they should have did
What'd
10
they-
years ago.
What'd they do?
They have something. If you go to a convenience store or a gas station, that you can find it. It's Reese's Pieces that's inside the Reese's cup.
Oh my god! I think
Iconic.
I've
It's
seen those.
so
I have
good.
seen those. I haven't tried them yet.
I'm so
How
glad that I'm not like a
phenomenal.
candy addict anymore.
I
used to
love
be.
I love candy.
I'm a slut for.
Oh no, I
What's
still
your
love
favorite
it. Don't get me
candy?
wrong.
Probably Reese's.
Reese's?
Cups,
Oh, that's-
yeah.
I
Oh,
was
do you like
Well-
Skittles? Skittles and Reese's
Skittles
are up there
I
for
mean,
me.
Skittles are good.
I love Skittles.
I just get a sweet tooth.
Bro, I love Gushers.
Sometimes I'll just get a sweet tooth and I'll fucking go like I'll
Just
make
go crazy.
I'll make some decisions.
You make
I-
some
I was gonna
questionable
say-
decisions.
questionable decisions.
I have a
so,
sweet
like,
tooth.
Some questionable health decisions.
Oh
I have
my
a horrible
goodness.
sweet tooth, but 100 out of 100 times, just for me, because everyone obviously has their own. But like the sweet tooth will always be like something chocolate. I'm
Bro,
not the
I-
It
biggest
has
like,
to be chocolate. No,
It
I-
has to be.
It's got usually got to be
because
chocolate.
like don't
It
get
has
me
to
wrong,
be
like
cho-
Skittles
it
and
has to be-
Gushers fire, like Fruit by the Foot,
Facts.
Whatever fire, like shit like that, like the Sour Patch Kids.
But that
fire.
chocolate just
Starburst,
hits
Sour
different.
Patch Kids, yeah, like
Ooh,
sorry,
bro,
Starburst. I
Sour
love you.
Patch Kids, Starburst.
Can I issue a humble apology really quick because I'm actually gonna name a favorite out of. I mean, Starburst really doesn't. Starburst Pink and Red Starburst don't really ever get matched by any other like fruity candy. So I apologize for my comments earlier saying I don't fuck with Starburst.
Let's just.
You don't
make
wait.
that
You
clear.
you don't fuck with Starburst?
No. Like I didn't name them earlier, and I'm
Oh.
apologizing for not naming them because
Facts.
Starburst is my
Yo.
favorite out of everything we just
Also,
named.
Starburst is who remembers those old Starburst commercials?
Oh yeah.
That have like the guy and
They're
like
having
the
sex.
no that was
No,
a
that's
Skittles. That was a
Skittles.
Skittles
That was
one.
Skittles. That was
Oh my
goated.
god, he busted on her face, but it
Yep.
was Skittles. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember
That's-
that.
So, if
I
I
still can't believe they let that drop.
I might
Well,
bless
they
our
banned
viewers
it,
and
and
I think it was
edit
a
that
Super
video
Bowl
in.
commercial, was it
It was
not?
some-
But
That was so crazy,
it
I
was either
remember.
fake or a Super Bowl commercial. That's what I'm jacking.
Shit, one of
That's
the
what
two.
I'm
It was like
jacking.
one
What's
of those
your-
band things.
It was banned?
Ready?
Yeah.
If we have to go around the circle right now, really quick, starting with you. Favorite? And I think you already named it, but favorite candy bar. Doesn't have to be a bar, but
Candy
chocolate
bar.
type of candy.
chocolate. I don't know. I feel like I said what was it? The Reese's.
Reese's
You said
Pieces.
Reese's?
Or
Yeah,
Reese's
but then you
Cups.
gotta.
Let's go top
you
three.
gotta-
We'll go top 3.
You gotta take into account. Well, okay.
We'll go. That
So we
that
got
makes it
Reese's.
easier. Everyone's top 3 favorite chocolate
Reese's
candy.
Cups.
This is such a serious.
Hershey's.
Hershey's.
Bro, the
Hershey's.
Hershey with almonds though.
You can't go
Bro,
wrong with that. Yeah.
See, I'm kind of weird because like, yeah, I
And
I
then-
like Hershey's chocolate, but like, it's not
Whoa,
that
Vita,
for me. No, it's not
Whoa.
the thing for me.
I understand. But
Just
what's the third one?
Kit Kat. That's my number
Oh,
one.
That's on my top
good.
3.
Twix though.
Oh, Twix
is
are
also on my
good.
top 3.
Twix are good. Snickers are pretty good.
My top 3 is random.
There's gonna be a bunch that I'm forgetting. Snickers? You said Snickers?
Snickers
wow, I'm
are
a
alright.
fucking idiot. Yeah, Snickers.
So
Yeah.
those are your top 3?
Dude,
Snickers
for
are
sure.
really good.
What about yourself?
Kit Kat, Reese's Pieces, like the Reese's Pieces / Reese's Cups.
Okay.
Bro, am I nasty for liking Three Musketeers?
No, you're not nasty.
I'm not
for
nasty
liking
for it.
nothing.
No. You're
Bro,
only
do
nasty
what
if
you
you
gotta
like
do.
Arby's.
almond joys and shit. Like I love almonds,
yeah,
but
bro.
anyone that really wants to put coconut
Nah,
with
tell me,
chocolate.
sit here,
Bro,
sit here,
coconut's fire.
sit here without lying to my face and tell me that you actually like Junior Mints.
Oh, yuck! Facts. You
Bro,
like those?
Sit me, no.
Okay, good.
My
yuck.
mom
No, nobody
loves
does.
Junior
No.
Mints.
What?
And like
She's lying.
She's
bro,
lying.
She's
bro,
lying.
Like she and like
They're
She
very
probably made a deal
popular.
with the devil
They're
back
popular.
then. She had to.
They're a super popular
back in the
candy in
day.
like the 90s and
Facts.
shit. But like, bro,
So
bro,
yuck.
and like
Bad.
when we used to
Bad
watch
eats.
movies, like when like she'd like have just bad Junior Mints she'd give it to me, like my mouth would just be burning.
that's like fucking the Dinner Mints. I feel like
Oof.
that's
Bro,
like the
literally.
equivalent to that.
Wow.
Bro, that's
I'd
like
probably have to
Sorry,
say,
I'm slamming Junior Mints right now. I'm not
as
gonna-
you should though. Fuck mint and chocolate.
Fuck
But
yeah,
top
fuck
3, I'd
Junior
have to
Mints.
say for myself would be, in no order, but Kit Kat, Twix, and because they're just so fucking absolutely private. And I'm gonna put this one at number 1 actually. The other 2 aren't ordered, whichever way you want to put them. But the Ghirardelli caramel chocolate squares. You can't. Like I'm a fucking big slut for caramel. I love any. You could put caramel on dirt, and the dirt would be really good.
You know what I-
Like if we're being completely honest, caramel is so good.
You know what I really like?
What's that?
The coconut dream cookies.
Pissed that you just said that.
Bro, I know you don't like
I know.
coconut.
I like just said that too.
I
Like,
know
how
you
fucking
did, and
whack
I
that
said,
is.
and I said right
No,
after
I did
that
it, 'cause
coconut
I was so
is
dazed
fire.
of how much I hate
Coconut
coconut.
is not bad, bro. I'm
Well, remember
telling
when
you.
we did the Smoke Roses taste test?
Yo,
I
go
chose
watch,
not to,
go watch the Smoke Roses mukbang. It was
Facts.
fire.
but I
It
chose
was
not
really
to
funny.
eat anything coconut there. 'Cause I've never banged with
Bro,
coconut.
I was sipping on a coconut.
I went to Mexico and they have like these coconuts and they just fucking take a machete and just fucking hack
Bro,
into them shits.
We
and
tried to
fucking, like,
open up the coconut.
cut off
we
little
couldn't.
pieces of coconut. And
I was
shit.
gonna say like
It's
I've had
bussin',
one.
right?
I just
Yeah, we go to like these little market corner like the coconut like shops.
Some
And they
island
would
shit,
have like
kinda.
fucking they would have like these stands and they'd have like coconut milk, coconut custards, all this crazy coconut shit that they made.
Coconut water.
So,
is
I like the
pretty good, too.
straight up coconuts. Like they like just hack into it, fucking give you a straw.
Bro,
Just
see,
go-
that's
go
what
nuts.
the-
Then you
Wow.
eat the then you
Then
eat the
you eat the
pulp
shit. Yeah,
afterwards.
you eat the shit inside.
It's super good.
Fruit is different.
Fresh coconut.
fruit is good.
Fruit-
is
They're
good.
like
Fruit is different.
green. They're like weird. They're like
Now,
fucking
if we're gonna
big-ass,
talk
like-
about
Word.
the goat
Yeah.
fruit candy, it's chocolate covered strawberries. Let's not get twisted.
Chocolate covered strawberries.
In terms of
Busted.
fruit with
Can we not forget about how fire? I just recently discovered this the other day, or rediscovered this the other day. Fucking chocolate covered espresso beans.
oh my
Bro.
god, yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro, I've never had a chocolate covered espresso bean.
I can't.
I
no,
need
I
some.
literally can't eat those though.
Dude.
Like
Why?
to a point for like health reasons, to where it's
they're
like
just-
I would eat just I can't.
Bro, I need to get my
It's gonna
hands
sound
on
funny,
it.
but chocolate covered.
Handed me the whole bag.
I'd eat the whole bag.
Word.
It's
Bro, I
so
need to
good.
get my hands on some chocolate
fucking
covered
bouncing
espresso
off-
beans.
Do you want to go
God.
get some after this episode?
Yo, we're about to go get some.
Yo, can we please?
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Yo, do you guys?
I'm dead ass. I'm guessing they have to have them at like what Wegmans?
Yeah.
Yo,
Or
I have
definitely
an
Wegmans.
idea.
What's that?
How about we do us three? We do another episode together, and we do a candy mukbang. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry. We're gonna have to.
No, yes.
We're gonna have to put our bodies through something. But
I'm down.
It's for the
Yo,
podcast.
Every
Fuck,
single
I'm
candy that we can
down.
possibly
Facts.
buy, like 2 of it. That
Let's
won't
do
be that
it.
expensive
For the
either.
podcast.
For the
Yeah.
fucking
For the fucking
podcast.
podcast.
Bet.
Facts.
So I'm so down with that.
Facts.
For Mommas
We have to do
Place.
that.
Now, going back to a couple questions I've had for you. It's kind of funny actually because some like knowing you for as long as I have now, like some of the questions I'm sitting here asking you, I actually haven't asked you before, so
Right.
it'll be like the first time. But because I already know what mine is, and I'm going to say it one more time. You guys should all go stream Joke by Keagan anywhere you can find it because it's the best piece of fucking singing you'll ever hear in your life.
Absolutely.
But on that
My
note,
favorite
do
song
you
is-
personally have a favorite song that you've ever written and put out? Or is that one kind of like a vault that is only for you or like you and friends?
Right now, I don't know. My favorite song. I really like IDK.
Yeah.
I don't
IDK
know.
is fire.
That's a really, really good song.
I like
IDK
that
is
song.
fire.
And then like
I really liked all like the aesthetic for Sick.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
All the stuff you did for that song.
Sick is, I mean that Sick is up there because that's self-produced. I did it all myself.
Bro,
Yeah.
So it's probably like like IDK, Sick, or like So Far, the one me and Evan did. I
Bro.
mean that one's. I
One-
like that. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite like bass lines I've ever written. So.
one of my favorite Keagan songs is a song that Keagan and Evan both just like dislike. Parade.
Oh my God, that sounds
Parade.
fucking fire.
It's
Fuck
bro.
that. I
love
don't
it.
feel like it's not like we dislike it. It's just that
not
was.
one of your tops.
I mean, yeah, we're both producers, so it's
Mm.
like when
You-
you listen to that song as a producer, you're not gonna
Mm.
think it's like some great piece of work or anything like
Word.
that. But I like the song.
I
That's
think
actually
I
so-
think the
I
song is amazing.
I think the song's all right.
That's actually such
Yeah,
an
it
interesting
was-
fucking point to bring up, though. Like what you just said is
Which
that
could-
like
yeah,
the
'cause to
production,
us,
the
it's
production
like,
value,
wow,
usually
like,
if you
holy
ask
shit.
if you ask anybody, like I've seen interviews of like them asking Trav, Kanye, fucking Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, whatever it may be, like whatever type of music you make, what their favorite. But that's just what I found so interesting is that like from any walks of music that you have, like no matter who you ask of what their favorite song is, it's never something that like most people listen to or it's like a throwaway song that was on SoundCloud. It's because like some of them might not all be producers, but like say how I like Trav, he grew up like he started music as a producer too. So his favorite songs, like you said, it's kind of just cool to look at like might be because of this beat. Like you guys might not like the lyrics and it wasn't a hit song and it wasn't crazy, but that's my favorite because the beat
But
was
the
so.
production value is there. Once you really start engineering, producing, like that'll never go away. You're always gonna look for the little nuances that no one really gives a fuck about. But like
Well, it's like Mike Dean and Travis. Like they
Mike
they
Dean
both
is a
like
god.
it's just fun.
not
at
only
that
can they
point,
manipulate the software, but they can like manipulate like the shit that like the plugins. Like they can just make sounds out of different things that
Yep.
most people just
sound design.
don't even know. Like
Yeah, it's
only
cool.
know at
It's
ju-
fun.
yeah.
It's really, really, really fun
Just
and like cool. And once you start making shit like that, it's like everything that like you have a song that blows up that before you knew how to do all that crazy shit, that maybe sounds like boring to you,
Yeah.
because it doesn't have like that production value isn't there.
Yeah.
If you are a producer and you also or if
Wow.
you're an artist and you produce your own music, I mean you're always gonna have that issue.
We're going in.
Can I pee?
Yeah.
Can I pee?
What?
So-
Can I pee?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Interrupt.
No, I was
Absolutely.
gonna say me and Vito will just
Yeah,
keep it
go
going
take
for the
a
time
pee.
being.
We've
Yeah,
been
see,
having a
that's what
great
happens on the
time.
Mommas Boys podcast. You're allowed to go for a pee break. You don't just have to like say, and cut and do all this weird shit
Facts.
like other podcasts do. But shout out
Yo,
to FanDuel, honestly.
You know what I want to talk about?
I'm over DraftKings myself.
You know,
So actually, none of that.
It might. It's gonna probably
It's
have
going-
to.
it's
It's
going
going in.
in.
Vito
going
controls
in.
the edit. Vito
I
controls
am,
the edit.
I am Mr. Edit.
He's the security for the building.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk
Watchman.
about how spectacular the Watchman comic book by Lyle Ringgold is.
I can't wait to read it.
I finally read it last night, and oh my god!
Give
from
us a rundown.
start to finish. The artwork was incredible. I don't want to give you any spoilers.
I was
for
gonna
that,
say I
'cause
don't
you're
want.
gonna
I'm just
read
looking
it.
at the cover.
Oh yeah, just look at the cover, bro. Just touch
Yeah,
it too.
I'm gonna
That's
touch
how
it. I'm not gonna.
that's
open
how
it, though.
crisp all the pages were, bro. The artwork was bouncing at you, bro. It was real too. Like you'll find out what I mean, but like it was real. It was true. Like Concrete Comics, their mission is to spread diverse, true comic books to the people, and this is exactly. Lyle accomplished exactly that in issue 1.
I mean,
and
shit. This looks so fucking.
it's
cool.
sick. You want to know the only thing I was upset about?
What's that?
Was that I can't read issue 2 right now.
Very, very true. But
Lyle,
luckily,
I need issue 2 right now.
either issue now when we get Lyle back on the podcast, we'll
Facts,
ask him
yeah.
some. We'll ask
Lyle's
him
coming
from
back on.
a couple questions about issue 2. And that's
Yo,
it. Just a
so
couple little ones.
you know how Lyle was telling us that he does have a favorite like side character.
But he just didn't want to tell us.
yeah,
who it was
so
yet.
I think I already know who it is.
Do you want to give that out, or do you want to wait until?
So
he comes?
I'm gonna read. We'll wait for Lyle to pop out again to the Mommas Boys podcast. You'll read it, and we're gonna guess Lyle's favorite. Lyle, I think I know who it is.
All right,
I
perfect.
think I know who your favorite side character is.
That sounds really,
But
really fire.
yeah, bro. Yo, Keagan, do you fuck with comic books?
Nah,
Bro.
I've
Never been a
gotten into
comic book type of guy?
Comic books, no.
Same though. I also agree. I've
got
never
in.
been, but like that's why I like this one just because
think
I just like
they're
that it's new.
dope. I never
Sick.
really got into them.
I was gonna say I like that it's new. I got into superheroes, but I wasn't like on the comic book wave then, and I was really only into Batman. So this one would be cool to kind of like, and now like I getting to talk to the guy who literally fucking created the thing.
Exactly.
It was really really cool.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I mean,
Lyle's such a great guy.
I could never do something like this. What like that's what I think with like when Keagan does music shit or any type of shit like that. It's just like damn man, like, and that's people like, oh no, you can do it. I'm like, no, I'm not dissing myself. I just like know myself.
Yo,
I'm like, I couldn't do that
Casey,
shit.
that's like we were talking about like people who are fighters and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be just like John Jones, like I'm gonna be like, and it's just like yeah, like yo, that's fucking sick that like you use him as motivation and you're trying to be the best version of yourself, but like people like John Jones, like
Yeah, he's a freak
LeBron,
athlete.
they're just like
Yeah.
different people.
Well, yeah,
like
just
this, like
different-
they're like one of one.
Well, and sometimes sometimes it doesn't even come down to like the physicalities
It's like
of
the
it. It just comes down to
genetics.
mindset.
Yeah, I
And-
remember.
and-
I remember
and mindset.
you would see shit like I remember playing or running track in high school.
Some
coming
people are
from a
just built
small
different.
town. We go up like these sectional meets, and some of these cats
Some
were
bigger
just
schools.
like fucking like so like
Huge.
like so big, so fast, so
Yeah.
fucking strong. You're like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
you're just built different.
It's
like,
like
Look at
and like
football
our
in Texas.
my age, like all we're all the same age, you know. Like fuck, making me
It's
look
like you
like a
got dudes
little
that look like
kid.
they're actually
Well, no,
like
that
for
was
real.
like when I played AAU basketball back in the day when I was actually on my basketball shit. Like one of the kids I played against that dusted our team literally was in the NCAA tournament dropping buckets this year.
Who?
Buddy Boeheim.
Buddy Boeheim. Oh, Buddy
Yeah,
Boeheim.
because he was on the Syracuse select team. And
Yeah,
he dropped
I think I played against Buddy Boeheim too.
I was gonna say we were losing games like 72 to like 15, like disgustingly bad. Like I probably those types of tournaments, each game I probably had 0 points because we were going against people that were warming up windmill dunking, and it's
Yeah.
just like I'm having struggling layup.
Like especially like basketball. Basketball's decent, like in our area in the Northeast. But like
VHS
once
was
you,
actually really good this past
well,
couple
yeah,
years.
yeah, but even like at our local place, Binghamton, like if you go like just even towards New York City more, there's gonna be like 50 other guys that are just as good as the best person at Binghamton.
Exactly. And
So
then
it's
they're
just
not
like-
the best people at
Exactly.
their school type thing.
Exactly. Like Florida has great basketball.
Texas has great
Texas
football.
has great football.
Yep.
Well,
Anywhere that's warm all
LA,
year
California
round.
has
LA, yeah.
amazing basketball.
It'd be like
some
that.
some of the like a lot of guys come out of the valley.
Facts. But that's just
Shout
kind of
out
like
the
that's
Valley.
just like where I mean like the weather plays. I mean I'm not gonna say it's all the weather, but it's like you know what I mean. Like when you get to be outside every day of the year, then like that tends
Facts.
to happen. But
Yo,
I'm actually
Keith-
not really a hater of the snow.
Bro, I don't dislike the snow.
I just like the snow when it's like fucking 4 feet tall.
Bro, so
Absolutely, yeah. That
so-
yeah.
It sucks.
I only dislike it after like the first day of it.
Remember that? What do they call it? Snowmageddon.
Snow they call it
4
bro,
feet and like 48 inches.
That was on my birthday.
Word.
That was it was December 17th,
Oh shit, yo, dude,
2020.
bro.
Yeah.
We're
Dude.
December, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even
I
asking this for
woke
fun.
up-
Did you cry? I would have.
Nah, I mean like
I don't even care that I'm 22. I would have
I
cried.
mean like well honestly that whole day it was low key kind of shit because I just spent my whole birthday shoveling snow because like
Damn.
you had
you had to.
Or
Like,
your
if you
car
wanted
was
to
go- or
go
your car was
anywhere or
gone.
do anything, you had to, or even, bro, if you even want to walk outside your house on a day like that, like, there was so much snow to the point where, like, you couldn't even tell that there were cars parked in the driveway because
Well, yeah, you didn't know where the
s-
sidewalk was.
you know how, like, when
Bruh.
it snows so much, like, the car, the snow will mount over your car.
And you know
the
the
shit,
plows
like,
here aren't coming,
covered, it
And then
just looked like,
connected.
it looked like grass.
bro.
And then you had to dig that shit out, dig your car out, like,
One time,
fucking gnarly.
somebody pushed me in the snow, and I didn't have gloves on, and so like when my hands went in the snow, like they almost like I think I was like on the verge of getting frostbite because like my hand just got like super fat. It was like super
not good.
inflated, and like bro, it literally looked like double.
So
of
you almost
this.
had no hand today.
I almost had no hand, bro. I don't know how I would do this podcast.
Up here it gets so cold to where it's
It
like
gets brick up
over
here.
10 minutes of exposed skin contact. You're
Your shit is
guaranteed to
cooked.
get frostbite.
Yo, you know if you like fuck, I don't know if this is true. Someone told this to me, and if
Well, it's on the Mama's Boy podcast, so it's true.
oh
So
yeah,
go on.
everything on the Mommas Boys podcast is true,
It's
except for the things
factual.
that aren't.
Yeah, you don't have to look it up.
You do not have to
You
look it
fact
up.
check
Facts.
everything.
Absolutely.
Like in certain parts of Alaska, like if you're sweating, like you might just die.
It's fire. I mean, I believe that because Alaska's fucking insane.
Facts.
Like in a just crazy, like it's not really like, I mean, it's completely the U.S., but it's just like a fucking just very out there environment. I don't know what other way to explain it other than that.
I had a
I'm just trying
friend
to
that
find a way.
just came
Alaska's
back from
out there.
Alaska. They were like, yeah,
Word.
like they don't go hiking up there, and like, you don't go hiking unless you have a gun on you. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't-
I'm
you
sure.
don't not take a gun
And
go
not for
hiking
people.
with you. Like no, not for people, for bears.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
For animals, yeah. Fucking
Yeah, because
insane.
you run
Jesus.
into like a bear, and you got like a knife on you, a big ass knife.
Clip for it's
What's that
over
do?
for you.
Against a fucking 800-pound grizzly bear.
That's gonna do nothing to an 800-pound grizzly bear.
Going
Yo,
up against a full ground
That's-
800
shout
pound
out,
tuna.
shout out the 800-pound grizzly bear that
Yeah.
fuck, shit, what?
Bitch.
What
Oh,
what's
that
his name?
the one that fucking almost killed that lady's dogs.
Oh nah, I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
dude,
What
you
Yeah,
happened?
that
hear
was a
about
crazy
that?
video.
No,
yeah.
Hear
what
about that?
happened? Mm-mm.
Dude, fucking this bear is like trying to hop this woman's fence to like fucking like she's like swat
smoke her
at
dog?
her dogs and shit. This fucking lady comes out from the house and fucking like pushes the bear off the fence and fucking takes. The
Oh,
dogs
I
and
saw that actually.
I was like,
I saw that.
bro, I'm an animal lover. I
Oh
love
yeah,
dogs,
yeah. We love
but, like,
animals on the
yo,
podcast.
We do.
fuck that.
Fuck that.
She fucking
She risked her life.
risked her whole
That's what
life.
you gotta do,
That's crazy.
bro. If you
She
have,
was not trying to see that dog go. She was like, nah, fuck
Facts.
that.
Well,
These
bear was
dogs,
gonna kill the
oh,
shit out of that.
those dogs must mean a lot to her because she really
Oh.
fucking like fought a
that's,
bear.
that's a part of the family.
Oh my
Absolutely.
If you have a
God.
dog, if you have any,
R.I.P. Josie Wales, I love you.
Bro, I'm sorry.
But it's okay.
I'm
All dogs
sorry.
go to heaven, so it's okay.
Mm.
It's a fact.
All of them.
Literally
dogs
every
go
single
to
one of
heaven.
them.
Every
Even
single
dogs
one.
that bite people. You guys go to heaven too. You're just gonna go
Facts.
as a nicer dog.
But shout out the 800-pound grizzly bear that fucked up Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie The Revenant.
Yeah, but somehow Leo just didn't die.
He just didn't die.
No.
I don't know how the fuck. Did you
No, he
watch The
slept in
Revenant?
that
Yeah, I
dead
thought he
bear.
died at the end though. Didn't
He
he?
died.
He died at the end, but just
like-
not against, a full-grown attacking grizzly bear.
Like I'm sure part of the reason why he died
That
was
scene
like
is so crazy.
injuries.
They did him so dirty in that too.
Oh,
Bro.
he got
Like
got
He
done
I remember
bad.
watching that.
He
for
was
the
getting
first-
shit on the
I
entire
remember
movie.
watching that for the first time. I'm like, holy shit, bro! They just like that scene lasted like 10 minutes.
Bro,
Yeah.
Like,
and he was just
like
getting-
kept like
getting
going back. Like
and then he'd get away for like a second, and the bear would catch him. It was one of those things that like
So you felt
5
bad. Like, come
5
on, how much
seconds-
longer?
5 seconds into the scene, it was just like, okay.
You're like, dude, this man is being done so filthy.
Well, that's
right
what I was
now
gonna say.
by
Like
this
5
bear.
seconds into the scene, it's just like, okay, well, he's dead. Why is he still alive fighting this bear? He
Literally.
would have died. He just got thrown against that
Literally.
tree 80 miles an hour.
It's
Bro,
hard to watch too.
another
yeah,
scene
they
like
really
that
don't
where it's
hold
just-
back with the gore in that movie
Bro,
at all.
It's a great movie. It really is.
Oh, facts.
Yeah,
One
no,
of
I
one of the
liked
one of the parts that really stuck out to me was someone who was just living in Alaska, just in the fucking polarized cap or whatever it is. They were just eating raw, like animal, like just
Oh yeah.
raw. I think it was I don't know what kind of animal it is, but they killed it and just ate it raw, and it was like, wow, like that's actually how people fucking survived at one point.
Damn.
Like that's fucking crazy.
That's how people got down.
That's the Ice Age.
Well, they had to, I mean, there was literally, it's crazy that like people somehow lived for like over 50 years without fucking modern medication or like medicine.
And
It's
we're
fucking insane.
we're part of the generation that's gonna ruin the Earth.
Oh, no question.
Damn, the Earth. We were talking about this.
The Earth is
has
bad
about,
as fuck, bro.
The Earth has about 10 more good years.
Yeah, but I meant bad as fuck as in like pretty.
Oh yeah,
Earth
bro,
is bad as fuck.
BHAD.
Absolutely.
Earth is thick.
Thick
Daddy.
with a
Facts.
Q. And we love the Earth. And to be honest, like shit.
We love the Mommas Boys podcast.
We love the Mommas Boys
We love
podcast, and we
Keagan.
love everyone who watches, and we love Keagan.
This was
and
a great episode.
It was a great episode. This isn't going to be the first
appreciate-
time you see him on our
Oh
podcast.
yeah, you'll see him.
whatsoever.
You'll see him for the second mukbang we got coming.
many different times. The second mukbang is going to be lit,
The
mad
Candy
candy,
Blends episode.
smoking
Mad
vibes,
candy.
everything.
Facts,
but
yeah.
sir,
we'll
Thank
I
you.
couldn't be
high.
more thankful for you to come out.
Thank you so
I
much for
appreciate
having
it,
me.
even though we're literally hanging out right after
Fucking
this. But
Yeah.
anyways, yo, shout out to every single one of you. Love y'all.
This is the Mommas Boys podcast. Go cop the Watchman.
Liddy titty, itty bitty titty committee. Whoa.